This is Beyond the Music, and I'm your host, just some guy named Jay. And this installment of Beyond the Music, we will be interviewing New Jersey-based Boom Bap MC Crusa of the Hip Hop Dummies. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to the Giant Blast, one of the largest email blast distribution lists on the web today, with over 100,000 email accounts subscribed. Not only is it a large email blast / newsletter for entertainment, they also do marketing and promotions for rising indie bands, singers, and especially rappers. So if you're looking to get your music heard by a broader audience, you should definitely check it out, the Giant Blast. I'm going to put all that information in the information box below. Also, if you have a product to sell or a service to provide, using email blasts is a great way to create awareness and create awareness for that and increase revenue. So the Giant Blast, definitely check that out. And if you also need to get your music posted on more blogs and more stations such as more podcast stations such as this, definitely check out the Giant Blast. It definitely help you out and get your music out there to a broader audience. All right, now we're going to get into this interview with Crusa of the Hip Hop Dummies. Check it out. All right, you're listening to Beyond the Music. I'm your host, just some guy named Jay, and who we have right now is in the spot with us is Crusa from the Hip Hop Dummies. How you doing, Crusa?
I'm good. Can't complain. Shout out to everybody out in radio world out there listening and tuning in.
Definitely.
Thankful for this interview. Thank you for having me on your show, even though it's over the phone, but definitely.
Definitely. Hey, I'm glad to have you with us. All right.
Definitely.
Now, how would you describe yourself as an artist?
I describe myself as more of a kind of a storyteller, kind of Nas-esque, kind of Eminem-esque. Very lyrical. Very conceptual. I always tell the story. I feel that as a writer, I like to give people more than just just regular songs about more than just beats and different things like that. I like to dive into when I dive into a song, it's really just I want people to see how my mind works. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. Now who?
Storyteller, very much a storyteller.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely need some good stories back in hip hop.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's almost a lost art, almost.
Oh yeah. Now who would you say is some of the best storytellers in hip hop? Like Slick, who?
Well, some of the best that I feel that excelled at it was definitely, of course, Tupac. Biggie, Nas, of course, Eminem, and my favorite storyteller has to be Scarface.
Ah, okay, definitely
Scarface.
Okay. Now what inspired you to want to rap?
To want to rap, to be honest, it's a really funny story. I started rapping at 13. When I was 13 years old, I'm 25 now. When I was 13, I was with a friend, and we were talking about, making a rap group and everything. But I didn't really want to rap. I wanted to DJ, but I figured that if I rapped first, I could get the money faster, so I could buy turntables and everything like that. So it's a real funny story, but that's how I started rapping, and, I really fell in love with hip-hop, at a really, really young age. I was 9 when I first started listening to hip-hop. So, my first albums that I owned was Wu-Tang Forever and Life After Death.
Ah.
So that's where I'm coming from. That's the school that I come from. That's where I started learning.
Definitely. So did you ever eventually start DJing?
No, I never did. To be honest with you, I've had the money more times over to afford turntables and everything, and I've never even thought about buying it. I kind of fell out of love with it. Once I started really writing and recording and everything like that, I fell in love with it. It became my it became my rocket your ball set, if you will.
Oh, okay. Now I know you said you never got around to DJ and you kind of fell out of that. But did you ever want to participate in the other elements of hip hop, like breakdancing, graffiti, or any of the other elements?
I don't know how to dance, but I respect people that know how to dance. I kind of envy people that know how to break dance, that can do that. To me, I think I'm a little, kind of afraid to look dumb at it. I guess to look stupid at it.
Yeah.
But and as far as graffiti graffiti. Graffiti comes naturally, but I don't do it. But I partake in it, but I don't do it myself.
Okay, definitely. Now you already list some of your inspirations, who are artists. Well, do you have any non-hip hop artist inspirations?
Non-hip hop, I was when I was younger, I looked up to Jackie Robinson, the baseball player.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just about like everything that he did, breaking color lines, and even though people didn't want him to play, he still played. He still played his heart out, even though he knew he was going to get hit with the ball and different things like that. Because of course, at the time, black people weren't allowed to be in the Major League Baseball.
Oh yeah.
So when he broke those color lines and everything like that, just the fact that he was determined to be the best and still play and break that line, that's who I look up to the most. I think outside of like hip hop and everything, I look up to Jackie Robinson a lot.
Ah, okay. Now I see you're from New Jersey. How's the music scene out in New Jersey?
The music scene out in New Jersey is we're a melting pot. Like I'll tell you this, like I don't want to sound biased. I've been like around I've seen different scenes like New York. I've seen the New York scene, the Florida scene, the Colorado scene, and the Boston scene. I feel like there's no scene that is matched to New Jersey. What Jersey needs right now, we need like a kind of like what Wiz Khalifa did for Pittsburgh. We need somebody to kind of carry the flag, and we have great legends that are legends, but nobody's carrying the flag. Nobody new, nobody fresh is really carrying the flag. So what Jersey needs right now is kind of a flag bearer to kind of just break down the doors a little bit and really kind of get people to kind of come back and realize that we have hip hop here. Like in the '90s, we were very strong out there. We had Naughty by Nature, we had Queen Latifah, Lords of the Underground, and so on and so forth. But we need somebody to kind of like break down the doors again. The last person to kind of do it was Joe Budden, but he kind of didn't come back and reach back out to any real Jersey artists like that. But Jersey is the flag bearer right now, most definitely.
Okay, do you think you could be that artist eventually?
I don't want to be cocky, like, most rappers, I'm really a nonchalant rapper. I would love to, if that was, if I have the opportunity to, most definitely I would. But if there was to be somebody else that was to definitely grab the torch and want to run with it, I would definitely be behind them, a couple steps behind them, running and willing. Ready and willing.
Definitely. Now, this artist right here is an artist by the name of Zemy. She's not she is an artist. She's not a rapper. She's a singer. And I just want to give a shout out to her. You should definitely look into her and collaborate or something on a track or something. Have her on the hook.
She's from New Jersey?
Yeah, she's from New Jersey.
Oh, nice. I'd have to look her up. If you could email me her information, I would definitely love to see and listen to her, definitely.
Definitely. And speaking with working with other artists, I know you're a part of a hip hop group by the name of the Hip Hop Dummies with another MC by the name of Elmo DiFoca.
Yeah. You can't really say that name too fast. Can't say that name too fast because it's censored. But yeah, I've worked a lot with my homie Elmo. We're part of a group called Hip Hop Dummies. There's no gimmick, just straight hip hop. Right now we have a video out on YouTube called Perspective. We rapped over Puff Daddy's Young G's instrumental, and I think we really went in. But aside from working with Elmo, I have an album coming out, and I did a song with Charlie Clips, which he's a definitely talented battle rapper.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of records. I have let's see who else. I've done music with a lot of people from Jersey as well. So it's a lot of stuff. I love to work with other artists. Because one of my favorite things to do is to make music with other people.
Oh yeah.
So any opportunity that I can get to, be a featured artist or even feature another artist, I always take advantage of that full.
Definitely. And now, how is a Crusa record different from a Hip Hop Dummies record, other than you working with Elmo? Like, is there any differences?
That's a great question. That's actually a great question. To me, my records, a Crusa record is more personal. it's more like, it's more, like I said, it's more of a story. Whereas, where it's me and Elmo, it's just, let's just have fun. Not to say that Crusa music isn't fun, but my music is more, it's more about me. It's more about my life. It's more about the things that I've gone through. As opposed to, when you're in a group, you can't, you can tell your own story, but, sometimes time is limited because, you're sharing a song with another person as well. So, it all has to, kind of, coincide with each other when it comes to a group. When it comes to me, it's just, like I said, it's just straight personal, just, all bars, just, I'm telling you a story, I'm telling you how I feel. I become analytical, everything. Like, my music, aside from Hip Hop Dummies, is, like I said, it's more personal.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. And I know you said you like to have fun when you do a Hip Hop Dummies record, because another thing, Elmo, you said he was a comedian, right?
Yeah. He's actually a very accomplished actor. He's an accomplished comedian as well. He's actually, if you go on YouTube and you search up Tony Yayo's video, Past the Patron, he actually plays a very prominent role in the video. So, that's pretty cool, man. So he's done that. Like, he's done, like, a lot of acting and a lot of, comedic work. Like, he works right now, he's with a comedy collective called Room 28. So they do a lot of, like, sketch comedies and different things.
And
he
improv.
also works with another comedy troupe called In the Heights Entertainment. And they do a lot of parody work. They rework, like, they did a song recently for the, I believe for an election campaign, I believe with Hot 97 out here in New York, they redid Chief Keef's I Don't Like, but they called it Vote Right. And, they shoot a lot of videos. It's very funny stuff. Very, very, very funny stuff that you have to check out.
Oh,
it's pretty funny when you hear a Hip Hop Dummies record and you hear Elmo and he's really, like, rapping and really going in. And then when you hear the comedy stuff, it's like, wow, it's pretty funny. Very talented dude right there. Very talented dude.
Oh yeah, and I'm actually looking forward to interviewing him too eventually, because I'm a huge fan of the show Saturday Night Live, and we have an SNL fan podcast on this station as well. So
yeah, I've seen that, and I saw that, and I believe he watches Saturday Night Live, so I believe it would actually be perfect for him. Also, I saw you guys have a wrestling podcast. I'm really into wrestling. Like, I love wrestling. Like, aside from hip hop, I also love wrestling.
Oh yeah.
So I would definitely love to do an interview for that as well.
Oh, definitely. We'll definitely hook that up in the future. It's called the Kings of the Ring for all y'all that's listening. And oh yeah, we'll definitely hook that up.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested. I love wrestling. I'm a huge fan of WWE right now. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Been a little boring lately. I'm not gonna lie. It's without The Rock on Raw, but he's definitely losing that title on WrestleMania though.
So who are you checking for? In WWE.
I like Ryback. I do like Ryback a lot. I wish they gave him the push. I'm really pulling for Ryback. I like Ryback as my favorite as of right now. I used to like CM Punk, but I feel like his character kind of went a little stale as well. I wasn't too much of a big fan of him. Like, I was really happy when he lost that title, but I knew with The Rock winning, I knew he wasn't going to really be around as much.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, getting back to you as an artist, we'll definitely talk more about that though. But getting back to the artist aspect of it, what kind of beats bring out the best in what you do?
The kind of beats, I love sampled soul beats. Like, I love that. That's like my radius right there. I love the old school sound, and it's been a sound that I haven't been able to kind of just get away from. It's just, I love the boom bap sound.
Oh yeah.
I came up off of Wu-Tang. I came up off of Biggie, off of Pac and Pun, and Eminem and those guys, and those beats were always rugged, simple and rugged. That's kind of what I like. I love that. I love hearing, dusty loops, and I like to hear the record scratching, you know what I mean? Like the little hits that the needle makes, I love those. Like I said, like if it was a recipe or a primo beat, I'm game. That's it right there.
Oh yeah. And I just want to give a shout out to the Beat Yard. Definitely check out the beat samples they have on there. They have a beat maker on there by the name of King Coleman.
and he does a lot of sampling and flipping samples and things like that. And it's good to hear the new generation come out with, because the South has been taking over for a while. And no disrespect, but I like the original, like you said, the hissing and the crackling, the samples, the Pete Rock type tracks,
Yeah, with the South, man, it's like, nobody can not knock the South, even though, I'm not a fan of, like, the crunk stuff and all that, but early Outkast and, Geto Boyz, those, ooh, man, I love Scarface, and I love Outkast, man.
Oh, yeah.
The South definitely has hip-hop. I wish it kind of went back to that more than what's coming out of the South now. But.
Exactly. Well, you know what? Not necessarily saying knock this, because a lot of the like you said, like Scarface and them, they rapped over the boom bap tracks back in the day. You know what I want to say? I'm not really a fan of like the synthetic stuff. Like where they have the keyboards and the synthesizers and things like that.
Yeah. I get that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah. I mean, some of it's cool for the club, but I'd rather listen to what the stuff that you make.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I respect that.
Oh yeah. So who would you say is a better beat maker, DJ Premier or Pete Rock?
I love Pete Rock. Yeah, Pete Rock has a lot of favorites on my list, but I gotta go with DJ Premier, man. I don't think there's nothing like a Primo beat, man.
Okay.
Nothing like a Primo beat.
Okay, now who's better, DJ Premier or RZA?
That's a tough one. I'd have to go. I don't know. I gotta pass on that question because those two right there, like, I love RZA.
Oh.
I couldn't give an answer to that.
I feel you.
All right. I was out analyzing, but now they both got classics, man. They have a lot of classics, man. That's a hard one.
Definitely. Okay, how about this? Kanye West circa 2005, 2006 versus Ninth Wonder.
I love Ninth Wonder. Ninth Wonder is also one of my favorites too. But Kanye circa 95, that's 2005, not 95, 2005.
Yeah.
I like Kanye then too. Like, I'm not much of a Kanye fan now. But I still think he still makes great beats though. Even to this day, I still think he makes great beats. I'm just not a fan of the stuff that he's really rapping about now.
Oh yeah.
So I would have to go with Kanye, even though I love Ninth Wonder, man. Little Brother was, they're from the South too. That's really crazy too.
Oh yeah.
Back to that South question, like Little Brother and them, man. They're good. They're real good.
Oh yeah, and like the beat maker I mentioned earlier, King Coleman, he has a record with L.E.G.A.C.Y that was a member of the Hall of Justice, with Ninth Wonder and them.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to shout.
I gotta hear that. You gotta send me the shit that you talking about, man. You gotta send me the links. I'm really interested to hear what they do, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll definitely do that. Let me ask you. So do you pay for beats, or if so, or if not?
I pay for every beat that I rap on, minus like the mixtapes and the free stuff. I pay for every beat. I make sure I own every beat. I take real what's the word? I can't think of the word right now, but I'm for it. I don't believe in not paying the producer for a beat.
Definitely.
So if they inspired me to write, and it's their music, I feel they should get paid for their music, just like I feel I should get paid for my music.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you said that, because it's like a lot of artists now. They just want everything given to them. They don't want to pay for anything, but they want people to buy their CDs though.
Yeah. I never understood that logic. That logic to me never made sense to me. I never knew that people like that. I've never wanted anything for free anyway. Think about it. If you ever get something handed to you for free, like a beat, when it comes to that, you know that once somebody really shows that producer money for that beat, you know they're gonna sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's just business. That's good business,
Oh yeah. So what is your process for selecting beats? Do you just go through like some beat snips or beat clips or whatever, and or what's your process?
Well, usually whenever I'm going to get a beat, I usually pick a specific producer that I feel could meet my needs. And usually, if they're not from around the way, like if they're not, in a radius of where I can get to them, like and actually go to their studio or their home or wherever they make beats and they can play me beats, then they send the clips over. So usually I'll listen to a clip, but I mostly like to be in front of the producer with him playing me a beat and him telling me, like little stories and different things. What's the beat or what went into making that beat or what the producer would like to see on the beat. I'm more like that. I like being around the producer more.
Okay, so you
like getting the clips is cool, but I just don't feel that same connection that I would feel if I was to be face to face with the producer.
Oh yeah, so you like to just like the producer to be hands on and tell you what this part's the verse, this part's the chorus, and kind of help you just kind of mold the song together, right?
Yeah. I feel that I feel like there's if I'm gonna work with the producer, I feel like he has to have his hand in the song too, because it's not just my song, because he produced it. I may rap on it, but he produced it. So at the end of the day, if that producer wasn't there, or that producer didn't really play me this beat, then this particular song wouldn't be made a certain way. That's always been my logic behind it. I feel that I always feel that you have to give a producer some form of creativity into your work, and to make everything sound better as a whole.
Oh yeah, I agree. So who are some of the producers you work with so far?
I've worked with some crazy list of names, but I have a producer named DJ Med Plus who I've worked with a lot. He was actually he's done songs for like KRS-One, Buckshot. He's I believe Fresh Daily. I don't know if you ever heard of Fresh Daily. He's actually working with Elder Sensei of the Artifacts to craft an album that they're coming out with sometime this year as well.
Oh, okay.
He's also producing with Elder Sensei for .X, because they're dropping a duo album together as well. So.
Oh, okay.
So that's one producer. I have a producer named Mr. Green. I've worked with him. He's done a lot of songs for. He did Pace One from the Outsiders. He did Young C from the Outsiders. He also did a record on the last Jedi Mind Tricks album too. So.
Oh, okay.
Also, I have DJ Porter Rock on the album, and DJ Porter Rock is actually a producer and DJ for Cannabis as well.
Yeah.
So I'm working with a lot of people that know that have a lot of credentials. I'd say that. I also have a beat lying in the stash from Ayatollah that I still have not used yet.
Oh, good. Yeah, because yes, Ayatollah.
Yeah. So I really got to get. That beat is crazy. It's really crazy. I just have not found the right particular song for it yet. But when I do, it's definitely going to hit.
All right. Have you ever heard of a beat maker by the name of the Audible Doctor?
Audible Doctor, yes, I have. I actually know the Audible Doctor as well.
Word.
Part of the Brown Bag Allstars.
Yes.
I know Kahn, J57, and all those guys. I know them personally, so I know them very well. Audible Doctor is a doctor, as you could say. Doctor of sound.
Oh yes, I'm actually interviewing him really soon too. I've been emailing him back and forth. Actually, I emailed. I emailed. Actually, I did an interview with him like last year when I was working on this blog called Boom Bap Renaissance, and the guy that I was working.